What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Showtime is Blaze King with King's Critiques, and we're here for Mangaka's weirdly wonderful workplace. Why am I watching more of this? Well, because A, I'm running out of the other rom-com that I was watching, and there's only 2 episodes left, and we're getting to a point where I think I want to binge it. So I figure it easier to start watching this and start uploading this for what remains of February outside of Simply Mondays. Because, well, I've been kind of forced uploading Ninja and Assassin Under One Roof because it's like the closest thing to a romantic-based Yuri that I've had recorded. But this also has those kind of vibes to it. So why not splice this in and finish uploading the rest of Ninja over the course of the next few days from the time I record this after the one episode I have of the other show. And then it can upload this as well for the rest of the month, and then go back to uploading it on Yuri Mondays, as with anything else that is directly Yuri or otherwise. And for the case of, like, June or next year for Valentine's month or whatever, as much of a gross holiday as it is to me in general because of obvious reasons, I still like to watch romance anime for the month because at least it fits the vibe. Or at least I'm going to go go back to being thematic with things. So, drop down below any other sort of direct Yuri Yoi or even straight one-on-one romance anime that I should check out for next year. But as for now, since I don't know of any good Yoi-based anime, we're going back to the Yuri aspect of things because I love it oh so much for many reasons other than just what you might think. That said, as always, let me know what you think of the first couple of episodes. You can go back and check those out. I'll put the tag for episode 2 when I start uploading them, which I guess would be after. Yeah. And yeah, let me know your thoughts on the show, the episode, all that jazz. Hit the like button, subscribe, let the whole video, then get the watch time, and let's get into it. It's not food, it's their boss, who is also the love interest. Okay, it is actually food. W. It's never a bad thing to be a recurring person from either a restaurant or just a general food delivery service. Especially ones that work like that, because being able to throw extra stuff in there for you? W. And she might call you something endearing. You never know, unless she does it to your face. Which, okay, yeah, now I kind of get her vibe, though, of always thinking people are going to say something weird about you behind your back, because, like, I'm noticed at a couple of places I go, and usually it's for good things, so I don't overthink it like that. But also, you never know that even when people treat you well, that maybe they're talking shit about you. Okay, that's a valid thought process too, even from the perspective of an employer. It's like, yeah, we could hire somebody else, but also anxiety. Honestly, that's part of the reason why, like, I mean, it's not the whole reason, but it's definitely a percentage of the reason of why it's so hard to, like, find someone willing to be an editor for me. Because while I can't pay them consistently, it's not like I can't pay people. But, like, it's the same as looking for art on Twitter. If you put out the post that you're, like, looking for somebody to, like, either do pro bono work or at least be patient with the payment, you get a lot of very antsy people, and it's like, not like I'm asking you to work for free. Like, we can make a contract, like, I will agree to pay you. That's not fucking problem. Just like a matter of I don't have enough consistency to be able to pay people. That's the problem. And to be able to find somebody that can, like, put up with a bunch of my bullshit and still be able to edit a good video, because, like, as much as I want to, like, not be self-destructive or self-loathing in these recordings, it is very difficult. And I take a lot of it out for, like, just the Patreon. Or, like, a lot of things that might get me canceled or something. But hey, again, one of those things to where if you want to, like, see those kind of, like, controversial takes. Yes, your main couple of the show. Also, do I listen to the intro and outro because it's been a while since I saw the show? Now I guess I'll save that collective, like, 5 or 6 minutes, because the show's over, so by the time we get to, the ending at some point of my recording in the next week or so. But she's getting new hires. take a guess in the comment section on who the first one's gonna be. Because, I mean, clearly we have our three characters that already exist, but who's the first one? I'm gonna go with the chick with the ring hair over there. I'm gonna guess she's the first one. I know that kind of feeling too. Well, that is inconvenient, but hey, as long as they can get the work done. Okay, yeah, the way that she said something about taking help from even a cat and then this, that's a little apropos. But hey, it works. Yeah, you already got a message back from the new hire? Yeah, that's pretty simple, straightforward. Also very good. Oh, yeah, I can't forget to pay that credit card today. Damn, just talking shit about your old boss like that? Whack. Whack and wild. I dig her vibe. Okay, calling her goody two shoes isn't really a bad thing. Well, that's quite the statement. I mean, granted, women like that can totally pull it off and still probably be the sweetest person you've ever met deep down, but yeah, that's a way to follow her advice. Okay, but she is kind of rude as hell now that she's talked more. Still got a vibe about her, but yeah, maybe she is kind of rude as hell. Or maybe that's just like one of the things she puts out so people don't like take her for granted, and she's again still a very good person deep down. Because people are like that too sometimes, where they're complete hard asses on surface, but really they're just the sweetest people. Yep, in the middle of their argument, that other person messages back, probably already done with the work and done quite well. I feel like this is actually the kind of interaction I have when I'm trying to like get emotes or stuff off somebody. I mean, those are nice drawings. Like they are done well for. It was that the task she wanted. Oh, yeah, okay, very good, very good. Okay, but that statement is like why I don't like taking too long of a break. Honestly, like I took a break over this last weekend because well, the with how emotionally destructive the obvious it is. Like I think between that and just how much I do as it is, I yeah, would kind of felt like burning rubber. But I'm back and doing things consistently, and hopefully I won't fucking have that burning rubber mindset again before we actually like make that goal. She's about to be chopped, but she's right. Like that's a very true and factual thing unless you like hit gold in life. I was wrong. It was the girl to the left of the group. Oh, I see. She goes three fingers in. I get it. I get it. I get it. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, like, come on, we have the commonality between like certain types of artists for manga or anime that usually have a certain way about them, but for her, she goes one extra. Listen, when you're in love with your boss, that's kind of where your mind goes. You want to like try to look good for everything, or if you're anxiety ridden and trying to meet somebody new for something like official, also the kind of thing that comes to mind. Okay, but also when going to meet the boss you're in love with. Ah, not just the boss she's in love with, but also the new girl who's going to be working with her. Because, you know, there's not one singular character standing out in this group of people. Not at all. Owner don't give a fuck if they have their meeting there. That's crazy. Like, taking on any sort of board game to that extent at a time is crazy. And I know calling something like, you know, shogi a board game is, like, not accurate. Listen, I've always kind of just went under, you know, checkers, chess, shogi, go. Those kind of things are basically just board games. So she didn't seem to like being called a genius. But maybe she's one of those types that's, you know, all prim, proper, high, mighty, elegant, as she was called on the train. But really, she's actually very, I guess opinionated deep down would be a way to put it. Suppose we'll see more of her soon. Yeah, that's kind of a based opinion that'd be heard. But also in the manga, you know, I'm not even gonna raise that question. I was about to say isn't the character for the manga she's writing, typical teenage based off from like 90% of anime and how that goes? And then I remember, wait, that's basically how most anime go, and that's, kind of the based opinion of somebody. Because, yeah. But hey, it only really gets to a fucked up point when you're like calling the Shota like characters attractive. Cute is at least an acceptable thing, I suppose, but yeah, when you're calling certain types of characters anything beyond maybe cute or adorable, that's when you should be looked into as a person and maybe your internet search history. Also, this kind of says that I really do need to be more like properly spoken about the things I make outside of these live reactions, because I feel like when I give y'all recommendations for stuff, it's not as well spoken as I want it to be. Like, I try my best, but. And taking away even the lack of editing out all my stuttering shit, because, I'm kind of like old and dumb, so that happens. But, like, I want to be able to put out stuff like this more. Which also might be why I'd start throwing $4 more at Crunchyroll to actually start reading manga. We'll see. I'm going to take a quick assumption on yes, and it had something to do with her. So, yes, something had happened in the past, and she's just going to pretend to forget about it. Yeah, okay, that's understandable. Like, if you hold a job or a skill or talent, of course, like, regardless on how fucked up you might be, either physically or looks wise, or maybe even as a person, if you excel at your talent or whatever, you will be looked at favorably. That is how things work. It's true. Also, get you a girl that looks at you like this. Like, might be very conniving, and there's probably other words for it, but. Though, I will say, on that topic, this is why I would love to meet somebody that, like, cares more about, something I have similar interest in than looking for looks of a person. Because, like, that's what you really need. You'll need to look to find somebody who has, like, interests strong enough that share with you than to care about the looks that you have. I fucked up how to say that so clearly, but you know what I mean. You know? Something that if somebody vibes with me interest wise more than just looking at this train wreck, that's the W that I would want. Unlikely to happen anytime in the near future, mind you, but maybe one of these days, if I actually live long enough, we'll come full circle to where dating can be a thing again. Hopefully sooner rather than later. Okay, but why do I feel like you're talking about yourself almost? I mean, probably not, because no one would be that. No one would report themselves that much, but. No, she ain't wrong, though. Like, that kind of ability does sound right out of a manga. Actually, matter of factly, there is 100% manga or anime or something that have had that thing. You fuck somebody and then they just steal your power. Matter of fact, I think, like, at a minimum, kiss wise, that was, like, the basis for a Sailor Moon villain back in the day. Like, pre Crystal. Original Sailor Moon. I'm pretty sure that was a base for somebody's power. They kiss somebody and then they steal their ability to do something really cool. Maybe not Sailor Moon, but definitely something 90s. It might have helped. They're both patiently watching her, and she's just like, could you guys not watch? Yep. Pretty much. Okay, brilliant way to do that. And it actually kind of accurately depicts the exact kind of thing that she was talking about. Okay, she's giving that whole Deku vibe. Respectable. Like, especially to have that. Like, I wish I could bring back that level of creativity. That's. Maybe I should start traveling with fucking pen and book again, because listen, I don't have enough creative ideas for a lot of things. Like, I'm trying to be more creative about, like, my gaming videos and even these videos. But like I need to let that creativity flow. Okay, I'm gonna take a step away from the show just to go on a little personal story here. I don't think I've ever brought it up on the gaming channel or this channel. Like, I used to fucking play the good WWE games when those were a thing, when they regularly came out until they were ruined with, like, I think 2015, 2017, somewhere in that range. Like, back when they were good, back when universe modes were actually fun to play. Like, I used to fucking have my own headcans about shit. I used to bring up my own shit for how that went. My own promos. And, like, I'm not a good editor, so I couldn't, like, try to make that content on the gaming channel or something. Albeit I did try it one time. Like, I want that level of creativity again. I would love to go back to that. Like, I have so many ideas in mind. Like, that chat site I keep bringing up, that's the kind of thing to, like, I would love to be able to, like, workshop things with people. But unfortunately, I don't have the ability, and I just love to be able to do so much more. Like, the gaming stuff is fun, it's creative, it can be creative, but anytime I do something big and thought provoking for that channel and it doesn't do well, it hurts a lot. And like, these are not very thought provoking, but this channel's doing decent. It's not doing as well as I would like it to be because, again, we need to hit that goal sooner rather than later. But like, that's where, again, the point of creativity could come in mind because, like, I could even fucking start doing a mini, like, I don't know, if I could have creativity, start doing a mini short story series here or something. I don't know if anybody's watched this deep into this episode, even if it's just the cut up version or you see this on Patreon, whatever it might be. Let me know your thoughts of if I do start being able to have those creative juices flowing again. Would y'all want to sneak peek into things? Maybe like help me workshop some stories or something? Because it's also something I could totally go live on stream and do as long as I like make sure I have the right things set up to where things can't be ganked. Because I do have in mind stories that I would like to do. Some of them might be a little left field, but I miss being able to be creative. I do. I truly do. I try my best with like the content I put out, but anyway. She is way too devoted to work. Like, her boss wanted to take them out to dinner, and she's just like, yeah, no, I gotta go work, bye. Which kind of defeating the purpose of what they've been working on here, but yeah, and one of those things that clearly shows she admires Futami for much more than just her work ethic. Like, admitting she thinks she's a genius as well, but that's just like a typical boss statement to do if she believes in her worker. That expression says a lot more than simple work related admiration. That was fun. I definitely made the right choice coming to watch this. And I'll definitely do my best to watch more of this over the next while. Also, I'm gonna bring up another topic of things I should be able to learn better to do, but like the ending panel that we have for this show being Photoshop basically means that I should be able to figure out to do more with the things I do. I should be able to figure out more to do with the thumbnail images than what I do. Just like, hey, screenshot, edit my screenshot, slap them together. Like, I should be able to figure out more to do for thumbnail images than just that, but I'm not artistic, never have been. Like, even when I used to be a drawer back in fucking grade school, I was so fucking bad. If I tried to draw today, I would probably be so fucking bad. That's why I, pay money to other people to draw for me. But I have at least, two people I'm acquainted with well enough to where they can do decent enough artwork for me for like, little stuff. And then I found at least one person I trust well enough to do thumbnails for me, and other people I could probably reach out to do as well again if needed. But for this channel, I don't feel like extra thumbnail work is needed because it's so simple unless I want to figure out some extra additions to throw in. Because, like, for an anime review channel, the thumbnails don't have to be very specific or particular or anything. They just need to be to the point, right? Like, that is the point of a thumbnail, is to be to the point. And, like, when it's a gaming thumbnail, that's one thing, because, well, sure, in a lot of cases, you could just, like, screenshot a moment of the story and then use that. Like, for, say, the Digimon games, those are very easy to do that with. And when I go back to recording Cyber Sleuth, that I plan to do at some point this year, especially with Storytime Stranger being added to the Switch, because now that that's on the Switch too, hell yeah, I'm buying that first chance I can. Okay, well, maybe not first chance I can, but definitely as soon as possible after finishing the other games. I I look forward to watching more of this and the story between Futami and her boss and all the coworkers she's gonna have and all that stuff. You can let me know your thoughts on all that stuff in the comment section down below, as I always say, as well as, of course, your opinions on other shows, movies, etc. I should check out this season, next season, or in general. Please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the other channels in the description, ring both bells, all three bells now. Follow Facebook, Twitter, Blue Sky, TikTok, Patreon, and until next time, it has been the Blazer King with King's Critiques out. Ta-ta for now. Peace.